Okay, so some great news here because a lot of us are bored. Some of us kind of go through different phases of being bored. But I just wanted to let you know today that being bored can actually lead to being genius and can lead to tons of epiphanies that can change not only the way we live, but change the entire course of our future, of our humanity. So there's this area of your brain called the default mode network, and there's different parts that are associated with that. So partially the posterior cingulate cortex. And what this is a primary hub in the brain. Highly metabolic, and I go into some of this on my previous episode, Neuroblast Radio, episode 4, The Power of the Senses. So if you haven't already tuned into that, go check that out. But being bored activates this part of the brain called the default mode network. So some of you have probably experienced this when you're driving to work and you get all the way there and you're thinking about your life, and you get there and you're like, wow, I don't even remember driving. Or maybe you're doing laundry and you're over here thinking about your life, doing a lot of planning. That default mode allows us to do a lot of the different plannings for our life and have epiphanies. So what happens is sometimes whenever we're doing boring tasks, we tend to do what? We distract ourselves with our cell phones or something, and we never really get into that default mode. We're down regulating that pathway in our own brain. Never really reinstilling some of those positive loops that can lead to the different perspectives and how we look at simple problems that maybe we're really close to, but we just need to take a small little deviation off that path so we could have a new bird's eye view on an old problem. And so we look at some of our scientists that have influenced the world and influenced just everything, like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein. Some of these guys claim that a lot of their epiphanies and a lot of their discoveries actually came to them in a visionary state. So they were kind of just, meditating or being bored or, looking out and thinking about their life, thinking about the universe, taking everything that they know and just kind of making it simplified and just reconnecting with nature. That's when Nikola Tesla was watching a sunset, when he was looking at the sun and saw and envisioned this alternating current in which our whole society is built off now. So by not distracting ourselves, embracing our boredom, and if it leads to an old thought, maybe you're folding laundry and you smell the laundry and it makes you think of somebody that you miss, or maybe something that didn't work out and it makes you sad, don't automatically run to your phone and distract yourself. Because what we're doing is we're actually just reinstilling a negative pathway, and that's going to keep happening. So what we need to do is keep working through that. Fold a few more socks, then go do some yoga, get outside, get some sunshine, and really just kind of work through that problem, whether it causes you to have an emotional release or not. Maybe that's laughing, maybe that's crying, or whatever you have to do to work through that. But we know that whenever we are just sifting through the social media in our phone, we're kind of down regulating our prefrontal cortex, which allows us to plan for the future, and that default mode network, which is kind of our deeper thinking that allows us to kind of reminisce on our life. So next time you have the opportunity to be bored, embrace it. Don't distract yourself, put the phones away, and really take a few deep breaths and just think, man, I'm probably on the edge of discovering something truly amazing. You guys are awesome. Keep your genius up. Keep the boredom up. You guys are doing great. And I guarantee you, if we all work together, we're going to accomplish something truly amazing. So let's just facilitate more conversations. I want to make sure that we get everything out about neuroplasticity and how positive reinforcement can actually lead to big changes in our life and changes in who we want to become, what kind of person we want to be, who we want to be for our spouse and our family members, what kind of boss, what kind of employee we want to be, so that we can go out and become that person. And it's nobody else's job to make us secure. It's no one else's job to make us happy. So we have to find these different ways in order to use our creativity in a healthy manner and filter our life into a stream of beautiful flowing humans that can actually work together to build a fully sustainable future together. Awesome. You guys have an absolutely amazing day.